let's begin with the statement the president made, charging the ministers when they took their oath of allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He mentioned some critical issues, talking about how it is important for them to restore public faith in government so that people can believe that the government can be a positive force of transformation. He also told them that they have to be accountable, transparent as well. There's also the aspect of they also ensuring that they are not ministers to a state or region, but they're ministers to the federal government or Nigeria as a whole. Recall that before the election, during and afterwards, there was this ethnic profiling and even religious profiling as well. So how critical or how important was it for him to make these key statements at a time such as this?
Thank you very much, Veronica. Let me first and foremost congratulate the new ministers on their appointment. I can see the smile on their face. I hope by the time we'll be looking this time, 4 years, we'll still be able to be, yeah. But this reminded me of the day I was taking the oath of office as chairman of the district society, full of smile. But the next day it was like a month later, who sent me this work? That was the question. But because we were prepared, we were able to make that deliverable. Going back to your question, I want to believe that the president was not just reading the speech. He knows the importance of some of the words he has given. And permit me to say, Asiwaju is a senior colleague, a senior fellow of the institute, which I belong to. And he knows the importance of when we say accountability, transparency, integrity. They are words we don't joke with because the bedrock of every organization rests solely on the finances. And the only way an organization can survive is by you being transparent in your dealings, be accurate at all costs, and bring out the integrity that you are made of. So charging the ministers with these keywords is to tell them that we go nowhere. If you are building houses and we don't have understanding of the cost implication, and there are a lot of words surrounding it, propagandas here and there, what that does is that people will be seeing the building and they won't have confidence in you. Trust plays a key role when it comes to governance. Transparency, it plays a key role when it comes, and you saw what happened 2 months barely after his assumption of office, when he came up at the end of July to say, okay, the last 2 months, we've been able to save so much. The question people are asking is, fine, we've heard the amount that was saved from the subsidy removal. What are we investing this into? And I believe with the formation of these cabinets now, we can start holding people. Possibly that money is just sitting somewhere, yet to be assigned because there are no ministers to actually execute some of your plan. Now, people will start asking questions. And when it comes to accountability, it's time-bound. We want to have a record of what you're doing in the next 100 days after your assumption of office. While we're talking behind the scene, I said for me, you talk about 3 months, 6 months, it's too long. Yeah. We want to hear you must give us direction. Beyond the word that we heard from them yesterday in the next 30 days. Look at the presidential committee that was formed on tax reform, fiscal policy and tax reform. They gave us time, like they said, okay, in the next 30 days, we're coming back to you to tell you this is our deliverable. The next 3 months, the next 6 months. It's not enough for us to give us 1 year, 6 months. Those are too long for us to. So if you come back after 6 months and there are no deliverables, what do? So we want to start tracking things. For we accountants, we have monthly reports, which you must submit to the management. You don't wait after 6 months to now say, this is where we are. So that after the first month, we are able to track activity to say, okay, no, we are not getting this right. We need this to do. We need to improve this. We need to inject here the funds that are available. So the words, chosen by the president are key. And it's just not mere words, just for just telling them what to do. It's what it will follow to letter. Accountants don't joke with those words. Transparency, accountability, integrity, The institute I represent will tell you that our watchword is accuracy and integrity. You are not accurate in it, it will be difficult for you to stand that ground of integrity. And I know that these ministers will actually want to write their name in gold by making sure that they're giving their best, knowing fully well that we have a lot of young ones there that still want to, have the future, aspire for greater things in the future.